the hookup, man.
Yeah,
But
I'll send you some pictures, man. It's funny because I like me. I got a picture of me and a bunch of the dudes from the not only that, this family, they're like a family of ministers, and they had like a prison ministry. So there was like a lot of people who had just got out of jail that were there too with us,
nice,
sleeping in those yurts and stuff.
nice.
It was crazy.
I got one more for you.
All right.
I'll let you get to your day.
All right.
So today is actually the day. It's March 3rd, right?
Oh yeah,
Super Tuesday. So I'm supposed to vote. I'm supposed to vote today.
Mm-hmm.
And
I put mine in.
You know, I didn't do it last time, and I was calculated. My mom still gives me crap about it. Still to this day, she still gives me crap about it, saying if you would have voted, and I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. Hillary Clinton won the state that I was in, so you can't say that if I would have voted, things would be different, you know?
Right,
and she even won the popular vote anyway, so you can't say that either. So, but anyway, I could not vote for Clinton, and obviously I couldn't vote for DJ Trump. So, so these days, I feel like, why are we voting? If that's how you feel, why vote for the lesser of two evils? You know, and now I take the liberty. But I take the liberty of, this is the primary. This is the Democratic primary. This is not DJ. It's not DJ versus whoever. But
well, if you're a Republican, you can too, because other people running for Republican nomination.
Well, maybe I might vote Republican. You know, I don't know, but really the bottom line is I don't really feel like voting for the lesser of two evils, or and I mean, I may be kind of cynical, but I just don't feel like voting for a system that seems to be falling apart. It seems to be breaking open at the seams, and what I mean is, you know, have you seen the shenanigans that went on with the Democrats in the last election? And seems like there's some, what I call them shenanigans. I don't know. You know, people can choose to look at it.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Look at it. Malarkey, shenanigans, tomfoolery.
Yeah.
You know, but it just seems like, okay, we've got the Russians meddling in. They probably hacking the voting machines. Now, you know, I am a conspiracy theorist and all that, but there's just so much. I'm just like, man, I feel like me voting is to endorse something that I feel like needs to be really completely overhauled. If not, I won't say done away with, but it's so broken that I feel like I don't really want to endorse it. And now I had a candidate that I didn't feel like that about.
And that candidate gone.
But now that Marianne Williamson has dropped out, you know, she dropped out a while back, I'm just like, man, I don't know who to vote for.
Did she actually drop out? I never heard that she officially dropped out.
Well, damn, now you're going to make me have to go down and go to the polling stations and catch the corona.
Yeah, you can still vote for her.
Really? Damn, now I'm going to catch this disease.
Yeah. Man, don't curse yourself, jeez. But she didn't. I don't think she dropped out.
Really? Well, I might have to go vote then.
I don't think, like Tulsi Gabbard, I don't think she dropped out either. I don't think that they officially dropped out. Just nobody's talking about them because they aren't in the system.
Right. Yeah.
But
gotcha.
It's like 5 people running for the Republican nomination too. Like, a lot of people don't know it, and I don't know enough. But this dude named Joe Walsh is running. This dude named Bill Weld is running. This dude who would be interesting, his name is Zoltan Istvan. And he's but that would be dope to have a President Zoltan.
President Zoltan.
President Zoltan. He'd be like having like a sword or something.
My cousin pulled up.
This dude named Matthew Matern.
Oh yeah. Hey, I
So if
got
you want to
one more
vote
real quick.
Republican,
I got one more real quick. That verse in the Bible, I've been trying to think of it for about a week now. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, the one that says something about so that they may be the firstborn among many brothers and sisters.
oh yeah, the firstborn among many.
I went by there. They say they want meals for free.
Oh Lord, they've been taking, man. Hey.
They said something I got
What's your-
time for.
All right.
You know, got loose.
So, I don't know your cousin, but tell him I said what's up. He's on video.
Oh. Hey, say hello.
Hey.
It's Pastor Pedro, my friend out in Colorado.
Okay. Here.
Hey, my first name not Pastor though, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good, man. Oh, my first name's Pastor.
She in the car.
All right. All right. Do you know that verse?
Yeah. It's in Romans.
Romans? All
Yeah.
right. What is it, man? Take us out with that verse.
All right, I'll take you out with it, but I want to say something because you talk about voting, man. Like
right.
I used to think that if a person didn't vote, they didn't have a right to say anything. I'm like, don't vote. If you don't vote, don't complain. I used to think like that. Now I think like that not for some people, not voting is their vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wish that there was a system of calculating of actually doing something with the data of the people who don't vote and consider their vote of like lack of confidence and be able to say, this is actually a vote too. This many people don't feel like it's worth their time to vote. What is that telling us? And not try to necessarily try to take and convert them into voters, but to see they're not voting as a vote and then basically build something around that awareness and that amount of data, because that's huge data that we don't use in any kind of positive way, except for to try to push people into it. I'm not saying don't vote, because I still vote, and I don't see voting as like the lesser of two evils, because some stuff is like for me, I'm not saying like there's other people, but for me, I think that my vote isn't just, it's mine and it's other people's. And I feel like I'm a part of like a community that like even if I might not like a person, if I think what they're doing may foster some positive net good for other people, then I would vote for them for that reason, even if it's like a responsibility to the community that I take. I'm not saying that you got to take it or other people have to, but when I do, I kind of roll from that space. And truth be told, if Marianne Williamson would have voted, I mean, I guess I could have voted for her. I actually gave her some money and stuff like that. Not her, but her campaign. And I don't know, I was wondering, it's funny that you said that though, because like on my cup, it has a Marianne 2020 sticker.
Oh yeah,
on it.
Department of Peace.
Yeah, I got that from when I like donated some little money to her or whatever. And so because I feel like
she seems like one of the best white people out there.
It's funny you keep saying that, best white people. But anyway, but
if I'm judging,
if you're judging, but like it's just whatever, it's people. But from my perspective, but with that Romans 8, that's a good one though, because I think that a lot of us don't realize that, especially Christians, like it's like we don't understand that Jesus was like, they say Jesus was the firstborn among many brethren or sistren or brothers and sisters or whatever the word that they chose to use. And like it says firstborn among many, but we never think about whatever those many are really. And we don't even see ourselves as that.
In my experience, most preachers never quote the whole verse. They leave that part out. It's like it's too empowering or something. Yeah,
I mean, I I think that a lot of people do that. I don't roll like that. But I don't know, man. That's a whole other show. because I don't know how many people do it maliciously or they just teach what they've been taught.
But look, if I've saying I've noticed it, and you're saying you've noticed it, so so that means clearly it's probably a thing that they leave that out.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll say like this, man. If you have a story, just like I said before, if you have a story in your head about being a good person or being like, I want to be happy, and then you try to frame everything into that context, some stuff becomes invisible because of that's only your mind isn't open to seeing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like, but if you were taught this like idea, then you would see it. But some people, this stuff is straight up invisible to them, man. And I'm telling you, because I used to be that person. Like I used to be like I couldn't see the stuff. Like my heart could, but my brain kept being like, no, but the pastor said no, but, and it kept like, like conditionalizing my brain until I had like a break, like emotionally, mentally, and all this other stuff. And then came back up, and then all of a sudden I could see all these scriptures that I couldn't see before. Like I saw them, I read them, I even asked questions about it, and then the pastor or whoever I talked to would be like, "Don't question God," and then that'd be the end of that. And then once I had that like mental whatever happened, I started being like, "Oh, hold on, I saw this all along, but I didn't think I was supposed to see it, so then I couldn't see it."
Yep.
But I think sometimes the pastors, they're in the same boat. They're not like we're some magical people because some of us went to school and we got his magical robes and all this other stuff.
Good point. Well, yeah. What is that verse? And
you mean where it's in Romans 8? It's like.
Do you know it? Just
if you mean word for word?
Yeah. No.
I mean, I probably know it as good as you, but I know where it is. It's like Romans 8:20. It's like Romans 8:20 something.
Romans 8. All right. Yeah. No, I've been
it's just like.
it.
Yeah, it basically just says that what does it say? It says who God foreknew, something like for who God foreknew, God also predestined or something like that, like so that they might be the firstborn of many sisters and brothers or something.
Yeah, that you just failed your pastor test.
Whatever, man.
No, but
none of us know everything that's in there.
But I know. Yeah, I couldn't even think of because I couldn't think of the first part. I was thinking if I could think of the first part, I would be able to look it up. But I couldn't think of the first part. But that's the thing about predestined. Romans is pretty dope because it's got like a lot of empowering stuff if you want to listen to it and read it. Even I'm gonna leave you with this, even though I don't remember exactly where it is, but it was in Romans 10, somewhere in the middle of it. See, what happened is the internet, bro. Because before, when I used to have to use the paper Bible all the time, I used to know where everything was. I was constantly like flipping and highlighting and blah blah blah. But now because stuff is digital, I just be like, oh, I know like 3 of the words, and then I could just go to it, and my brain go right to it.
I don't need that like data, and like even while I'm telling to you right now, my memory is like seeing it on a piece of paper, like seeing it on a page, and I know it's like somewhere in the middle, but I don't remember exactly where. But like Romans 10, it says something about like you're not supposed to say in your heart who's going up, because that's to bring Christ down, and you're not supposed to say who's going down because that's to bring Christ up, and we can't do that. Like, you know how a lot of times in churches and stuff, people be like, that person's going to hell, but it's like, we're not supposed to say that because they say the righteousness of faith doesn't say that. Like Moses, he was coming with the law, but man, I don't even want to get started, but I will say that that's like it is empowering.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that. Yeah.
All right.
I know. It doesn't feel like once I see it on video on YouTube, I might be like, man, I ain't doing this anymore. But right now, I just feel like I'm talking to you on the phone.
No, I think it's been great, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, they left. Well,
I'm not promising I'm doing this twice, but at least we did it once. And I said I would, so here we are. But like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you like flipping it around and editing it, and you hear me, I'll be talking, and it'll be like, all of a sudden, I'll be like, I didn't say that. I'll be like, I hate.
Well, I could.
You're rearranging
it as is.
Oh yeah, you know, do what you got to do, man. Just don't be making me say stuff in out of order and all this other crap.
And what, you know, we can even try it live one day. But yeah, I would love to do it again, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Probably more people need to do stuff like this.
Yeah, right on.
I might get a Zoom account and put you on my joint.
There you go. As long as I can, you know, I cuss like a sailor, but you know. Yeah,
I know some of my parishioners, they'll probably see this and be like, Pedro, why is he talking like that? Because I was talking to another black dude and I'm like saying joint and stuff, and you saying MF.
Yeah, I did throw. I was trying to clean it up, man. How about that?
Hey, man, it's just words.
That's true. I mean,
it's words that heathens like you say, but yeah. I'm just joking. Man. I'm just joking.
All right, cool, man. Well,
all right.
It was cool, man. Let's do it again, and I'll be in touch, man. All right.
All right, it's good talking to you.